Welcome back, y'all, to the Daily Thinker, where we talk about faith, sports, theology, apologetics, all that good stuff. But today, we're going to get into some free agency talk, man. Free agency this NBA season has been crazy. It's been pretty good. A lot of teams are making some great moves, in my opinion, especially the Los Angeles Lakers. Of course, we had to start with them, but let's take a look at the moves they made. First of all, I want to point out, because the thing around this team, it's a super team. I'm not going to lie. I would consider it a super team, even though you have an older LeBron James, who's 36, will be 37 this year, but you still have Russell Westbrook coming off a great season, averaging another triple-double, and still Anthony Davis. If he is healthy, he's like a top 10 player, almost top 5 player in the NBA. In some people's eyes, he's a top 5 player. So with that trio itself is a great trio. And that was a big move to get Westbrook at the point guard position, but I'm still trying to see how this will work out because Russell wants the ball in his hands. But I think we forget a lot of times about the time Russell spent in Houston. The time he spent in Houston, he played off the ball. And when he was playing off the ball, he was very effective, having one of the best seasons of his life besides the MVP season. He was shooting a high clip from the three-point line for himself, not according to league standards, whatever that may be. But he was shooting pretty good from the three-point line. And he was being aggressive, attacking the basket. He was playing phenomenal until he got hurt. And then hit the playoffs, lost to the Lakers in the second round, almost lost to OKC in the first round. But Russell showed me that year that he can play without the ball. And let's not forget, he did play with Paul George, and Paul George had the greatest season of his life under Russell Westbrook. Third in MVP voting. Never played like that ever until he got with Russell. So Russell does make his teammates better. He's that engine. He's going to push the pace of this Los Angeles Lakers team, especially when LeBron goes to the bench. You still have AD on the court. But it's enough about Westbrook, okay? Because we know what Westbrook brings to the table, and I feel like this will work. I don't feel like this a perfect match. He's not a Steph Curry. He's not a Dame. He can't pull up from 30, but oh my goodness, you have somebody like Russ on your team with LeBron on that fast break is going to be something special. It's going to be something nasty. And plus, Russell, he gets after it on defense. He's not a stellar defender. He's not to defend your best point guard, okay? Or to possibly defend your best shooting guard. We saw at times, even this past season, he was defending Kevin Durant, okay? So let's look at these additions. First of all, I just want... combined together, it's pretty wild to think about this. This is what the Lakers have combined together. 5 MVPs, 4 Defensive Player of the Year awards, 55 All-Star appearances, 46 All-NBA selections, 17 All-Defensive selections, 4 scoring champions, 5 rebound leaders, 4 assist leaders, and 5 block leaders. Oh my goodness, this screams super team to people. But no, it's not a super team because everyone is not young. This is a very old roster, and I want to see if the Lakers can really push forward and make something happen in the regular season without them getting hurt, i.e. Anthony Davis, i.e. LeBron James, who will be 37 years old in December. Okay, Russell, he had a couple of injuries here and there. So these dudes still have to be healthy to make something happen. So the addition of Carmelo Anthony to the Los Angeles Lakers, this is a good pickup, okay? And I know the thing is, oh my goodness, just a couple years ago, everybody was saying Melo was washed up. Throw Melo at the league. He's no good. He can't play. He don't want to come off the bench. He's dangerous to the locker room. But now it's a super team because Melo decides to come play with LeBron James. All of a sudden, it's a super team now because Melo decided to sign. And when Melo decided to sign, I wasn't surprised at all. He played great with the Blazers. Those 2 years, it was great. Good years for Melo. Good years, not according to Melo standards, but he played some good years, had some great moments in Portland. And now he's teaming up with LeBron James, and I think it's going to be something special to watch, to see. I don't know if Melo starts or comes off the bench. Y'all let me know in the comments below. Does Melo start or does Melo come off the bench for the Los Angeles Lakers? I'm very curious about that. I can see them playing Russ at the 1, Wayne Ellington at the 2, LeBron at the 3, Melo at the 4, AD at the 5. But you want to bring some type of firepower off the bench. You got that in Chris Dunn. Okay, from Miami, going to the Lakers. The Lakers made some great pickups. I mean, Trevor Ariza, Dwight Howard signs back, Kent Bazemore, Russell Westbrook. You got Dunn from Miami, who's a great point guard, come off the bench for Russell. Even though I think he is better than Caruso, but Caruso was just Caruso's show. It was just something special to watch every time Caruso was on the court, in my opinion. He was a fan favorite. But this Lakers team, they have to stay healthy. If they don't stay healthy, I don't see them going that far in the playoffs at all. It's going to be like this year. They could have went far this year, but injuries after injuries after injuries continue to happen. But when you add a dude like Russell Westbrook, who goes after it every single second he's the court, he goes after it. With a LeBron James, something special will definitely happen to that team. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. So this is a great pickup. Dwight Howard signs back, which is pretty good. They need a center, but I feel like they need one more center. One more backup center. I know you have Marc Gasol, but Marc Gasol was unplayable in the playoffs. So I don't know if you replace Marc Gasol with another big or try to get a decent big to come off the bench, or does Dwight Howard come off the bench, or does he start? These are things they're going to have to figure out. I can see Dwight Howard starting unless they play that small lineup of Melo at the 4 and AD at the 5, but we know Anthony Davis hates playing the 5 position. He wants to play that power forward position. He doesn't want to play the 5, but he's so effective at playing the 5. But hey, he knows better than me. He's AD. So AD, play the position you want to play, sir. Okay, play the position you want to play. And Malik Monk, another great shooter. They have finally got a little bit of space in Wayne Ellington. He can knock down a 3. Malik Monk can knock down a 3. But the thing about these LeBron teams is that every time LeBron gets a shooter, literally, every time he gets a shooter to come over and play with him, all of a sudden they forget how to shoot. I.e. Jay Crowder when he was in Cleveland. He couldn't hit a shot. But you see Jay Crowder in Miami? Did you see him in Utah? Did you see him this year in the playoffs with the Suns? He's a knockdown 3-point shooter. Same thing with Wesley Matthews. He was lighting it up, arrow shooting all night with the Dallas Mavericks. But got to L.A., forgot how to shoot. So I hope this don't happen with Wayne Ellington. I don't want to say Wesley Matthews forgot how to shoot, but he wasn't shooting at the same clip he was shooting in Dallas. Even though he wasn't getting the same opportunities he was getting in Dallas, but he was still getting open opportunities and missing those shots. It's just so crazy to see.